What's going on today? We are going to be talking about a rumor that's been going around about Nintendo's 2023. But before we get into that, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you can know when I upload. Alright, so there's a lot of rumors and a lot of stuff going on about directs and stuff, but I just made a video about my latest videos about Nintendo missing, or the big three companies missing E3. And we got an article after all that happened. We got an article talking about the reason, or the supposed reason why Nintendo is missing E3 is because they have a lackluster second half of the year. Now, this for the first half of the year right now, we only know so far. We know about Kirby, we know about Octopath 2, we know about Pikmin 4. Maybe that comes out the beginning of this or the first half of this year, and we know about Tears of the Kingdom, and that's it. So they're trying to say that Nintendo's only main game coming out this year is going to be Tears of the Kingdom. And do I believe this news? No, I don't. And here's why I don't believe it. I don't believe it because Nintendo is historically one of the most stubborn / very awkward / secretive companies, like, out of all the companies. They're the most secretive one, so they're not finna just miss E3 because, you know, they don't have any games for the second half. At least I don't believe that. And also, I don't believe that just Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom is the only game that they're going to have, or the only major game that they're going to have releasing for this year, because it comes out in May. So you mean to tell me they're not going to have any other good titles coming out for the rest of the year for another 7 months? And another thing is, what do with the people who reported this? Was VGC that had this article talking about this, but with this news, it's like you really got to take it with a grain of salt, because you honestly have to. It depends on what you, as a person, what your opinion of a big release is, honestly. Because someone like me, at the end of this year, they could release like, let's go with another Metroid. If Metroid Prime 4 comes out at the end of this year, not saying it is, but if it did, I would consider that a big release, honestly. But other people might not, because that's not a heavy hitter. See, most of these people who are in the mainstream, or like people who are in the quote unquote industry, like insiders and stuff, they really, if it's not like Zelda, 3D Mario, or if it's not like Pokemon, you know, the major games, then they don't count that as a you know, a major release. But if you actually play video games and you know what games are good and what's not, you play everything instead of just playing what the media is telling you to play, then you're gonna have more than enough to play, honestly. Like, to me, Octopath 2, that's a big release to me. Now, that might not be a big release to other people, but to me, Kirby is too, honestly. So that's why that's another reason why I don't believe this. I believe that at the end of this year, we're probably gonna get, I don't think we're gonna get a Mario. I think that Mario Baseball is real. Maybe. I don't know. I don't 100% believe that, but see, that would be a good title for me too. But as far as major titles for the holiday, maybe there might not be a big holiday title. Now that's a whole nother category. Like, for the holidays, you probably gonna have to release like Zelda, Pokemon, Mario. Maybe that's what they're talking about. There's no major release for this holiday, but like for the rest of the year, for the second half of the year, I think we're gonna get a sprinkle few releases here and there. And another thing that I believe is that there's gonna be Pokemon DLC coming this year. That's what everyone's predicting right now, and I actually believe that that's probably gonna fill in some of the, you know, the space for the end of this year. So yeah, there's just no way that Nintendo just doesn't have games for the second half of the year. I just don't believe it. I can't believe it. I mean, we've had to switch. We've had to switch for like what, 6 years now. We're going into the 6th year. None of the years have been dull. Like as far as the amount of games we get, maybe the quality of games have been dull, like 2020. But you know, the amount of games that we get is always something that's coming out, at least every other month, if not every month. So yeah, I couldn't tell you what games we're getting, honestly, because like I said, Nintendo's so secretive. So I couldn't tell you what games we're getting, but I could tell you there's going to be games. Whether you like them or not, that's up to you. Or whether you think they're big releases, that's once again up to you. And anyway, we're going to be getting Tears of the Kingdom anyway. So if you play that, then you're going to be consumed by that game for the rest of this year. Trust me. That's how we were with Breath of the Wild. Day one bought that game with it was just that and Bomberman R. Day one bought those games and I was good. I was good for like a good 3 or 4 months. Still buying other games, but yeah, I was good. So if this game is what we think it is, if this game is going to be as big as we think it's going to be, then Tears of the Kingdom should be more than enough. But you know, real gamers play a bunch of games, so that's for me, that's probably not going to be enough. But for the average consumer, Tears of the Kingdom is probably going to be enough. And speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, be on the lookout because I'm going to be making a Tears of the Kingdom video, Tears of the Kingdom / Breath of the Wild video. That's going to be my next video on this channel. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I don't believe the rumors. 2023 is going to be, Nintendo's going to be just fine. Okay, so disregard the thumbnail. I was just having some fun with the thumbnail, but they're going to be just fine in 2023. There's nothing to worry about. We're going to have our games now. We should be getting a direct soon, maybe. And then them missing E3 is nothing. You know, they're still going to have their games come out. We're going to be good. We're going to be good. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell, follow me on all my social media outlets, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Peace.